So the other night I did a video on astral projection. Today I want to do a video on dream work, just to explain a few things a little bit. So dream work is one of the things that's kind of a little bit easier to do. They can really get you ahead spiritually and in terms of esoterics, like esoteric work. Um, can really help you get in touch with like your inner consciousness. So dreams are a funny thing because you sort of can't trust your own dreams completely, but you should definitely get in touch with them, and it can help you um, really explore like your inner consciousness in the sense of vibration. Like dreams, especially if you can kind of learn how to manipulate your dreams or become more conscious in your dreams, this really becomes you managing your vibration in a more direct way. I don't know if vibration is really the best way to put it. I don't know if that's like the greatest paradigm of thinking on this topic because mm, like some people talk about vibration, some talk of like density. Some of these things are really subtle. Like for example, one of the things that really was a step up for me is I actually went and physically opened my heart chakra. So I could try and be happier, I could try and think more positive thoughts, things like that, which I didn't really do because I felt like that sort of thinking is kind of cheesy and cheap. But I actually, to sort of, I knew like the whole nervous system healing thing, like if you have issues internally, it creates problems externally, kind of like Plato's cave, that consciousness sort of produces the illusion of material existence. There's more to it than that. Material existence has its own like Maya to it and everything, but we also produce Maya from our own consciousness, which is very related to dreaming, and that's something where if you can sort of strengthen your consciousness by remembering dreams more, that sort of thing, uh, you can really get to the point where the illusion works in your favor more. So you don't want to have a dream and then you know base your life off of it or something, or make major life decisions based off of like a dream or something. I mentioned that in the astral projection video because other beings can come into your dream and influence you. Uh, Other people even. I don't know how to do it, but I know it can be done. Um, so yeah, another thing is if you feel sometimes you can feel it. I can feel it a lot, but you can feel like something else enter your dream, and other beings can come in and they can give you a good dream, and they can sort of free you up, mobilize you, energize you, uh, or they can bring you down a bit. So they can literally build up your energy body or damage it while you're in the dream state, because in the dream state you're uh, more or less astral projecting, so you're vulnerable because your astral body isn't protected by your physical body in the way that it typically is. So this is another reason why dream work is really powerful, is because you can you can protect yourself a lot more. Like for example, in India, like yogis, a lot of times will get to the point where they won't sleep hardly because when you're asleep, you're vulnerable. Of course, sometimes I think yogis maybe sleep more, uh, or at least sometimes I sleep more because I know I like there's certain things I can do in a dream state or in a you know like sort of a sleep but astral projecting state type thing. So um yeah, it's a bit of a battlefield, really. Dreaming, it can be, especially the more you do spiritual things, the more you attract attention of various beings, and the more they'll try and kind of put you to sleep in a way. like if you try and remember your dreams and you try and consistently remember your dreams, sometimes you'll come across some kind of resistance where sometimes even your life will get more busy. I've noticed that a lot where I'll be recording my dreams and being very careful with that sort of thing, and then suddenly life will get a little more difficult, or the dreams will suddenly be harder to remember or something like that. Of course, you'll get to a point where you'll remember your dreams and you'll remember way too much detail. Like I got so much into it, I could write 5 pages about one dream, and you have like 3 dreams a night, or at least I do. Like 3 REM cycles or something, and each one will tell you something different. There's usually a connected theme. It's like a vignette of stories almost, or they're like vignettes connected thematically. It's interesting once you get into it, but yeah. I guess now I should mention prophetic dreams. Prophetic dreams, you'll have a dream and the elements in it will tell you, like, if you know the what is it, like the archetypes of dreams, or the patterns. I'll say patterns. I don't like the word archetypes. I think it's a little bit uh, it's one of those words that it has kind of a vague flowery meaning, and I think it's maybe even used incorrectly sometimes. But if you know the patterns of dreams, if you know, like, okay, if I see someone in a dream eating a shoe or something, that means X. Or if I see someone slip on ice and fall and their skeleton emerges from their body, that means Y, etc., etc. That can be very powerful. I don't think that sort of thing comes from something other than you. I think that there there's like something super in the consciousness of the individual that just knows when something is deeper, or like in your conscious life, you meet someone and maybe you knew them in a past life, and there's something energetic that recognizes that, or um, you have an idea and you're thinking about executing it, and then you have a dream that you're like I don't know, gold coins are raining down on you or something. I'm trying to be vague here. I don't want to say things that I don't want to be nailing things down too much, but because dream symbolism can change a little bit from person to person. But I mean, even then you can read old dream books and be like, oh, I had that dream, and that works. But this is another thing, is getting in touch with your dreams helps you to train your intuition a little bit, because someone might dream that in a dream that they got attacked by a wolf, and like the wolf actually ate them, and then they'll get in a car accident. And another person might get eaten by a wolf in a dream, and it's like transformation and their life changes. You know what I mean? So you sort of want to build this intuition about, what does this mean to me? What is the message here? To look at the circumstance in the dream and use that as a portal through which information can come to you. And as you get good at it, it's easier. I would say the symbolism isn't so vague, but it can be. It can be. So if it's really mysterious what something means to you, like if you go onto an online dream dictionary, some of the things it's very clear, and some of the things you're like, there's 5 different meanings and none of them really feel right. So it's a thing you have to feel out. Like I said, it's great for training your intuition. It's pretty fundamental in a way. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have to be. I guess you could do other practices, but for me, dream work is sort of what made astral projection possible for me, because I think I even tried astral projection first. I think I started them more or less simultaneously, actually, and then as I became more aware in dreams, I sort of built this alternative awareness, and then I was able to do astral projection because it's a similar consciousness.